So this year we were really excited. We had an individual qualify, and even after that individual scores came out, we had a team that qualified. We sort of slid into the bottom couple of spots, so it's not like we're going to go out there and be a dominant team. We've been a dominant team in the past. This year the expectations are a little bit different. We've got some athletes who are returning, one from having a baby, one from having done an extensive time of study in physical therapy. She got her doctorate in physical therapy. And a couple of athletes who it's going to be their first time at regionals. In a lot of ways, this is the most exciting thing because it was not something that we anticipated happening in the slightest. We thought, okay, we're going to go out. Hopefully Janelle's going to qualify as an individual, and as a team, we will just go and support, right? So the fact that we had a team qualify just means that we've trained hard all year long, and I think no one exemplifies that more than Kyle. Kyle's just an everyday guy. Trains once a day at the gym. It's not his full-time job. He has another full-time job that's still very demanding, very taxing. Has stuff that he's great at, has stuff that he's weak at, but just comes in every day and works on his weaknesses. If I put it on the board, he does it. If he needs to learn more about it, he does. That's the whole essence of what we do at On Track, is we find what am I weak at, and I'm going to make that a strength, and I'm going to pursue it relentlessly, and I'm going to pursue it with character, with that strength of resolve that most people won't have in their daily life. And like I said, Kyle is just that guy. Sarah and Madison are two of my favorite people in the whole wide world. I've been on teams with them for the past 5 years at various levels of success. I think they're some of the best athletes you could ask for and some of the nicest people you could ask for. I would watch out for both of them next year because this is sort of lighting a fire underneath them. They're going to go out and they're going to have a hard time at regionals this year, and that's totally fine. Like, that's what we expect. But next year, after having gotten back into training and having been consistent with that stuff, like, good luck. They're going to be tough to beat. And then Rocky came onto the team just at the beginning of the year. He had been a guy who'd come in and worked out with us a few times. He was a friend of Kyle's. But has just made a seamless transition into the gym, into the community, and has been an absolute pleasure to work with. Like, one of the most coachable athletes in the world. I've got a tough coaching style. I don't mince words about, you sucked at this or this is what you need to do. And Rocky is the kind of guy who's like, oh, okay. Like, you can be as hard on him as you want, and he's going to absorb that and make it better the next time. And even in this short amount of time, the couple of months that he's been here, like I said, since the beginning of the year, he's made tremendous improvements in his conditioning and the way that he operates with the team, and I couldn't be happier to have him this year. It's been really good. So last year for Janelle was a really tough year. Honestly, the last 2 years for her have been fairly challenging. In 2016, she was dealing with a ruptured Achilles that made it really questionable whether or not she was going to be able to compete. It really hindered her performance in the Open. So in 2017, the environment here changed, and training was a little bit tougher than it had been in the past, and it wore on her mentally. She still performed really well, but just missed making regionals by, we literally counted it up, it was like 9 seconds. 9 seconds more, in one workout, and she would have made it. She's at that level where you have to push that much harder every single day. It's something that's beyond the average athlete. It's something that's beyond the average person who walks into the gym to give it 100%, to seek out your weaknesses, to push that hard every single day. It's hard to keep up that level of intensity. But it really motivated Janelle to have missed by that much. And over the last year, she was relentless about the way that she trained and how hard she was pushing to improve, to seek out weaknesses and to get better at things. You saw that this year. She finished third in the region, and in a region that is challenging like ours is, to finish third is a hell of an accomplishment. It's a huge jump to be in that upper echelon. We really are proud of her. So we don't 100% know what to expect. I'm anxious. As her coach, I'm anxious. I'm like, don't die. But she's tough, and she's going to go out there and give it 100%. And I think that's all you ever expect out of your athletes. And and again, this being kind of a learning year for her and a developing year for her, it only improves from here. So we take everything from this last year's worth of training and the regional experience, and we're just going to use that to get better and better and better.